love working in the team for Puerto Rico. They have so little to laugh about. The economy is just terrible. Even the drug dealers are losing their homes. The San Juan Baskin & Robbins is down to one flavor. So when we sold our house, we were really excited. We flew down and did the closing, and before we got on the plane again, we wanted to, for nostalgia's sake, you know, take another look at the old house. And we drove out there. It was sort of strange because the neighbor, my next door neighbor, Dr. Ricardo Rodriguez, had a wonderful house, but it was all closed up, and the windows were boarded, and the grass was growing, and had a for sale sign. So I asked the other neighbor, I said, "What happened to Ricardo?" And the neighbor said, "It's really a sad story. He was caught having sex with one of his patients." So, oh boy, and he was such a disgraceful situation, he had to flee the country. That's really sad, because Ricardo was San Juan's best veterinarian, without any doubt whatsoever. But now I live here, I live in Miami, America. Everything is different. I was stopped in traffic on South Dixie Highway the day after my plane landed, still trying to get home. And there was this little old lady in a car in front of me, and on her car was a bumper sticker. And the bumper sticker said, "Honk if you love America." I said, "I'm an American. This is America." And I went, "Beep, beep." And she turned around and she said, "What's the matter, you stupid bastard? Can't you see the lights red?" But most people are much more patient than that. I stopped at a gas station to buy a soda, and I go into the little convenience store, and there are like 10 people online, very quietly waiting, and nobody's being taken care of. And I look at the back, and there are two clerks, and they are arguing like they're ready to kill each other. One is Chinese, and one is Asian, each yelling at the other in his language. And I figured somebody had to do something. So I walked out and said, "Stop this, this is crazy. Take care of the customers. And this is America. Speak Spanish." But I'm working my way around Miami. Miami, that's the Mikusuki Indian word for traffic. And then there's dolphin, that's the American English word for loser. They want, what, $400 million from the government? If they won a few games, they'd get some money. Look at the other teams. They get millions of dollars in endorsements. Look, General Mills just paid $50 million to the Atlanta Falcons, who are the best record in the league, just to have the rights to have their name and logo put on Wheaties. Wheaties, breakfast of champions. And the Dolphins? Fruit Loops. That was a management decision. The team wanted Lucky Charms. And they decided to play for it, but the little fucking elves kept beating the shit out of them. Well, I have to tell you that I was really relieved, because this is such a young crowd. I didn't know if we would be able to bridge that gulf. I have more trouble, I think, with my kids. They seem to think a different way than I do. For example, parents today give their kids these strange names. I'm a new grandfather. And so my daughter calls me, and you know the name of my new grandchild? Are you ready for this? Charity Annabelle Goldstein. What kind of name is that for a little boy? But I learned I don't say anything, because my daughter says that I'm too nosy. Well, actually, that's what she wrote in her diary. But you know, I've always felt bad about that, and I would like to confess, but I can't get a time slot on Oprah. But the tough one was my son. My son is an economist. He can't get a job, but at least he knows why. And getting him through college was not easy, I can tell you. One day I came home from work, and my wife was standing at the door. She said, "Your son came home with spring break, and he's changing his major from economy to be a sexologist." I said, "What? A sexologist? After all the work and the money we put into this?" She said, "I said, go to your room. Your father will talk to you when he comes home." So I rush up the stairs. I throw the door open, and there's the kid in bed masturbating. When you're finished with your homework, come downstairs. I want to talk to you. And we wave that. You guys are wonderful. Thank you very much.